Hi, this is John with VersaFeed. We're going to be talking in this screencast about bulk edits, or how to copy and paste large chunks of data from Excel or other spreadsheets into the VersaFeed dashboard so you can manage promotions and exclusions more efficiently for your clients. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example spreadsheet that a client has sent us. They want to set up a promotion for these 23 or 22 different IDs. So the first question is, what IDs do these refer to? So these could be a unique ID, these could be the manufacturer part number, the item group ID, so on and so forth. If you're not sure, you're going to want to either ask your client or possibly reference our other screencast called Product Attributes, and that can help you determine what numbers or what attributes these numbers actually refer to. So let's go ahead and copy this data by clicking Control-C. And now we're going to go to the VersaFeed dashboard. Inside the dashboard, you're going to want to go to Feeds and then Modifications. If you already have a feed modification that's doing your promotion IDs, you'll want to go ahead and click that. If you don't, and in this example, we're just going to pretend that we don't, you're going to want to go ahead and click New Rule Set and then Freeform. And you're always going to want to use freeform modifications for Google promotion IDs. So the first thing we'll do is just set a title here. This is arbitrary and can be anything. And then we're going to start adding rules to this. So again, this is another area where you can name, so we can just say set promo 1. It's not really super important. And this is where the magic happens. So select products. So we're going to click this and we're going to say unique ID. Again, if you're not sure which of these it is, you're going to want to go ahead and ask your client or ask your account manager or view our other screencast called Product Attributes. In this case, we know it's a unique ID, so we'll click that. In the past, you entered data here via a comma-separated list, so you would say 100, 101, 102, and that wasn't very helpful for clients. So what you can do now is click this little icon here, which says one value per row. If you click that, it's going to expand this, and now I'm going to go ahead and click Control-V and paste all that data in. If you have extra rows here, that doesn't matter. Those will get removed. One thing to note, however, is if you have extra spaces around your data, you'll notice this little icon here pops up, and it says clean trailing spaces. So if you do see that icon, you're going to want to go ahead and click that. You can see it's not there unless you actually add some spaces. Okay, now that we've defined the set of IDs that we're going to do the promotion with, let's go ahead and click the preview icon to make sure that we're actually matching an appropriate amount of items. And you can see here we're matching 20 items, which is fine. If you're getting a list from your client with thousands or even tens of thousands of items, and it doesn't match exactly, that's okay. As long as it matches the bulk of them, you should be okay. It just depends on exactly how precise the list that you received was. The icons that you can see down here will just change the data format. It won't actually change the data at all. So if you click this, you can see it changes it back into a single row here, comma separated. If you click this one, again, goes back to comma separated, but a bigger row here. These really won't hurt anything. You can click them, but when you're actually copying and pasting data, you want to be sure you've clicked this icon here, one value per row, so that way you're copying from Excel or another spreadsheet effectively. The next action we need to do is tell the VersaFeed dashboard what action to take when it does see these unique IDs. So we're going to go ahead and click here, Set Multi-Value, and then we're going to select the field and we're going to find Google Promotion ID. And now we're going to actually set the item here. And you're going to want to go ahead and select Constant Value. And then I'll scroll down a little bit here. And we're going to go back to the Excel spreadsheet to get the actual value. So in Excel, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this by clicking Control-C. And then go back to the VersaFeed dashboard. And then I'm going to enter this data here by clicking Control-V. And then I'll go ahead and click Close, and here's where you select which feeds you want to actually modify. So in this case, it's just going to be Google. And then I'll go ahead and scroll back up and actually save changes. So let's say your client comes back and gives you a new spreadsheet and says, actually, they want this set of data tagged. So let's go ahead and run through that example. So back in Excel, let's go ahead and say that the client gives you a much bigger list, and we'll go ahead and do that by dragging this out here. And they want you to actually run these IDs through the promotions. So we'll go ahead and select all these, and we'll go back to the VersaFeed dashboard. And now we're going to go ahead and click the edit icon here. We'll come back into the rule we just made. Again, we're going to click the one value per row icon. And now I'm going to go ahead and click Control A to select all of these. Again, Control A selects all of them. And then I'll click backspace or delete, and that removes them. And lastly, I'll click Control V to copy in all the new values. Alternatively, you could come in here and just grab the new unique IDs. For example, copy the ones that weren't there previously. And then go into your promotion here, find where it left off, and then add those. But usually we find it again easier just to click Control A and then Control V and put them all in. Let's go ahead and run through another example. So here the client has sent us another promotion they want to set for free shipping. So let's go ahead and copy these SKUs and go back into the VersaFeed dashboard and enter them. So here you can see the rule that we just set. We're just going to go ahead and click Add Rule to make a second rule. Again, we can say whatever we want here, but we'll just call it Set Promo 2. It's just for reference, doesn't really have any actual effect on the logic. And then again, we're going to select the products. So we're going to say unique ID is, again, we click this special icon here, and then click Control V. Again, we're going to do Set Multi-Value. And here's why this is important to do Set Multi-Value. If there's any overlap in this promotion and the previous promotion that we set, we're actually going to want those overlapping unique IDs to have both this tag for free shipping and the previous tag as well. So that's where Set Multi-Value comes into play here. So you always want to make sure to use Set Multi-Value when you're doing promotions. Next, we'll go ahead and select Promotion ID again. And lastly, we'll go ahead and copy in, again using constant value, the actual name of the promotion. And once we're done, we can preview this, make sure the match count looks good, and finally click Save. Lastly, don't forget to go into feed modifications and actually set this entire rule set active. When you create new rule sets, they're paused by default, as you can see here. So we'd want to go ahead and click the little play icon to make sure this is enabled. The next question is often, when will you actually see these promotion IDs start to appear in the feed? So let's go ahead and check that out. First, we go to the dashboard and click on Feeds and Imports. And then we're going to want to go ahead and look at a summary of the current Google feed. In the summary page, we're going to go ahead and look for the promotion ID. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. And what you'll notice is that it's grayed out. There actually is no promotion ID being set. This means it wasn't set and the rules haven't run yet. So if you want this to show up, you'll either need to wait 24 hours or contact your account manager. Or if you're a power user, you can actually go back up here, go to Feeds and Imports, and then click Start New Import. There's a few options here that I won't get into, but if you go ahead and click Start Import, the process will begin. Depending on the size of your account, this could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 hour. After this is done, you'll want to go ahead and go back to the summary page, and we'll go ahead and see if the promotion IDs are now being set. We've waited a few minutes and the new feed has been created, so let's go ahead and click Summary. And again, we'll scroll down here to find Promotion ID. This time you can see it's an actual highlightable, clickable link, so we'll click that. And you can see the two different promotions that we set here. So we know that the actual promotion is now being set according to the feed modifications that we previously created. Note that depending on whether you have a CSV file or an XML file, these can sometimes be merged into one. So if you only see one row here and you still see your two different promotion IDs or promotion tags, everything should be good to go. Thanks for watching this screencast on bulk edits. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your account manager at VersaFeed.